From the great state of Texas, you are now listening to Skip the Noise podcast, a Rounded Edge media production. Thank you so much for joining us. And by us, of course, I'm referring to Rick, a.k.a. the Brown Python Ben, a.k.a. Mexican Nostradamus, and myself, Mexican Nostradamus, and myself, Benjamin James here for another tremendous episode of the Skip the Noise podcast. Shout out to Mike Tacklebox for the music. First and foremost, the big topic of the week, the Rittenhouse verdict. Not guilty, all charges, not a single one. I'm sure this is going to be a very fruitful topic for debate amongst my two co-hosts.
I got something.
So I'm just going to, who wants to say, who wants to get the first crack at this one?
I think I will.
I bet you are, you dirty bastard.
So what ended up happening with Kyle Rittenhouse's trial is that basically everything we knew about what occurred that night is completely wrong. I think it just shows how the media tried to develop a narrative with this kid again. And let's go some of the things that didn't happen. Kyle Rittenhouse did not cross state lines to shoot people. All right. He actually had business there. He was asked by a friend to go and guard his business.
Oh, he wasn't necessarily asked. He had supposed family members in the area, and he was supposed to defend them. No, but really, one of his friends was offered money to go and protect the business, and so the guy crewed up, and he, of course, asked.
Mr. But see, in the process of trying to put out a fire, he got separated from the rest of his crew, and that's when shenanigans ensued. Secondly, so Kyle Rittenhouse did not go out to shoot people. He went out to defend a business, and in the process of putting out a fire that was caused by the rioters, he was separated. Secondly, he did not go shoot people. When he got separated, he was actually being attacked by these rioters. He tried several times to defuse the situation by putting up his hands, but they weren't listening. And then the third thing that totally tanked the trial for the prosecution was that he was actually shot at first, and he shot back in self-defense. Okay, so it goes back to, hey man, if these guys had just minded their own business and not attacked the guy with the AR-15, they might still be alive. So this was a real good case for self-defense. Well, are we allowed to defend ourselves during a riot if we are cornered? Okay, and if we do our attempts to flee and defuse the situation, can we defend ourselves in a riot with deadly force? And the answer is yes, you can. Thank God.
Well, there's okay.
Last thing. None of the people that Kyle Rittenhouse shot were black.
Well, yeah, no.
Okay, because there were some reports in the mainstream media early on that said that he shot black people at a BLM riot. So it's kind of funny because I see these people on Facebook, they're, from BLM supporters and stuff, being angry at this verdict. And I'm thinking to myself, well, do you realize none of the people that he shot were black? And just like that, all lives matter, I guess, So anyway, well, those are the things that we learned from this trial. And I'm glad we came out. I'm glad that he got his day in court.
I would
and
say
glad
that.
about the verdict.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not. Okay, so the verdict is law, right? The actual whole trial was a sham. Poor prosecution, like very, very poor prosecution. Very biased judge, but nonetheless, the ruling is by Wisconsin law. I mean, that's what it is. But what the prosecution really should have looked at was that this is a 17-year-old kid who brought an AR-15 to a protest. That's what this was. We can try to but there's no reason to go to anywhere with an AR-15. There is no reason
going to a riot.
No. Exactly. Why are you going to? Okay, you're phrasing a ridiculous proposition. That's like me saying I'm going to go into a shark, or I'm going to go into a bear cage. It's the logic behind it is stupid, which is premeditation. But see, the problem isn't the fact. What the prosecution did was rule on something that was a fucking slam dunk for the defense. Was trying to say that it was murder in that sense. But what they really should have concentrated on was that a 17-year-old went to a dangerous place. This wasn't that 17-year-old's business. This wasn't outside that 17-year-old's home. He drove 30 minutes to get into some shit.
No,
So
he did
that
not.
was the problem. Yes, he did.
The thing
He
is
drove
that
30 minutes. No, hold on a second. Hold
go
on.
ahead.
That's all he did. He's an asshole. Okay, if I go 30 minutes to go start shit, I'm an asshole. He had no fucking reason to be there. He's a 17-year-old dipshit who should have fucking stayed home, jerked off, or did something like a normal 17-year-old. But he went to go be a hero. He went to play LARP. That's what he was doing. This was a live action, role play that fucking went sideways. That's all it is. And I mean, yeah, was he guilty? Was what he did was self-defense? In that moment, yeah, but he went out there. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit, and he went into the shit. So he's not innocent, man. There's nothing good about this.
No, he is innocent because he, as a 17-year-old, had every right, just like every other rioter out there, to be out there. Okay,
With
every other rioter out there probably did travel 30 minutes to start shit too. Okay?
Right, but they're assholes too.
And
none of this was right.
So
That's the whole point.
He had as much as right as anybody else to be out there.
But it wasn't right. They were rioters. This wasn't a protest. Let's call it what it was. It was a riot. And you went into a riot. That's stupid. The only people that should have been there were the police or designated. It doesn't matter though. You're not a cop. Kyle Rittenhouse is not a cop. He's an asshole. He's a fucking dork that went to go fucking be a cop. I'm gonna be a wannabe cop. No, you're a fucking nerd. You're a dumbass. That's what you are. You don't see me. Do you see people running off into like the middle of a battlefield carrying an M16 like a dumbass? No, you sent trained people in there. He was not trained to handle that situation. First off, he isolated himself in a fucking hot zone. That never happens. Then his dumbass didn't know how to handle or de-escalate the issues. He put himself there. If you put yourself there, then it's kind of your fault.
Is it?
Now,
is it? Or is it the guy who's
it
attacking
is.
you?
No, it's your fault.
They're not fault.
He's at fault too. He did though. But Kyle Rittenhouse is not at fault either. He doesn't clean. I was defending myself. Dude, I'm not saying the kid's racist. I think there's ulterior things in this discussion that were bullshit, that you're right. I agree with that. But the kid's not innocent. What he did was not right. And it may not be, it may have been proved in the court of law, but 2 people are dead. One who's a piece of shit that was a pedophile. And the other that also had some type of.
Which can we agree that
record.
it's good that he's dead?
You know what, man? Last time I checked, I ain't got no wings on my back, and I ain't nobody's judge. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an angel.
All right, cool.
I'm not the son of God, dude. I ain't judging nobody like that. So what it's gonna be, what it's gonna be. But I don't think that situation, the whole thing was stupid. He shouldn't have been there. See, that's the problem. That's not the real issue.
Him and like 500 other people shouldn't have been there either, man.
Him and the dumbass Antifa guys are rioting. 2 wrongs don't make a right in this situation. 2 people are dead. 1 guy got shot. Who they don't get wrong. They're all pieces of shit. But they're all the same pieces of shit. Kyle Rittenhouse went there to start shit, and he got shit. And unfortunately, he was not trained, prepared, or understood the seriousness of what he's done.
Hey, what about that third Antifa guy, man? He survived. It came out in court that he shot first at Kyle Rittenhouse. Is he going to go to trial?
No, he didn't shoot first. He pulled his weapon and pointed at him.
All right. That's still assault with a deadly weapon.
No, you're right. No. But he didn't shoot. I just want to let you know, no one really shot him.
Okay.
1 guy attacked him with a skateboard and apparently clipped him with it. But he was never shot. So he was never shot at. And then 1 guy who pulled the gun, went like, oh, hands up. The survivor hands up. And then Kyle Rittenhouse said, okay, cool. And then pointed the gun back at him, and Kyle Rittenhouse just popped him.
Now, is he going to go on trial too, or not?
He was on the defense. He was on the prosecution's thing.
Yeah, I know. But,
all of his charges were dropped.
Chingama. See? Or like a Antifa rioter that wasn't there that night.
All I'm saying is, but what you're saying, but this is not a good kid. He's a dumbass, right? I don't want.
Is he smart? I never seen him was smart, man.
But I don't want my fucking kid running out into the middle of the fucking riot to go play fucking G.I. Joe. Dude, go jerk off or play some video games. Be a normal 17-year-old. What are you doing, Captain America wannabe? Fucking Momo. What the fuck you doing? He's stupid. He's dumb. And also, as a responsible gun owner, if my 17-year-old son was out with a fucking rifle at a riot, I would fucking personally tan his ass, because that's stupid. That's the first thing you learn about guns. You don't play with them. You don't act like you're G.I. Joe with them. If you pull them out, you're fucking using them. And this bullshit we're carrying. No, bullshit. We went there to go flex. And then people are dead. I get that the legality is right. The kid's an asshole. That's all I'm saying.
But I didn't see his dad in the trial, did you? I saw his mom.
Yeah, his mom was the mom was the one who brought him there. But the other thing, Rick, when Rick originally started, you brought up the media's coverage of it, which is, I think, the fucking craziest angle
that was
on this whole story, is because, like we've just all talked about, we can all agree that, like, while there's deciding different opinions of the kid himself, but, you know, regardless of how you feel about him, if you know, like, legal experts are not surprised at how the verdict went, right? Because of the facts during the case, the evidence that was there, that makes sense. But what's fucked up, to me, the biggest thing that's fucked up about this is how, like, in the mainstream media's coverage, it's so what's the word, like,
biased?
The bias, not only that, but the emotion.
They created a fake narrative.
Correct. But they made a narrative like, in other words, there's no facts. Like, facts were not even a concern
at all.
Just there was countries, like legit news sources in other countries that reported, like Rick said, that the victims were black.
Yeah.
It's like, the fuck, dude. Up. Like, there's no facts that even, like, none of anything that anybody talked about. It was all like the moral or the emotional angle behind it. Like, let's get into the past of Rittenhouse, or the people that were shot and all these things. None of it is like any of the facts. Like, it's amazing how much coverage this got. When you finally got to the trial, it was very evident how little of that was actually covered once you get into the actual evidence in the case and the facts.
Yep.
So it's like,
man.
What the fuck are they doing? Like, stop that.
Like, they don't do anything.
Shit.
You're right.
Ruining, no, but they're ruining the fucking country by doing this bullshit.
CNN is a motherfucker too.
They are, both of them. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's innocent in this shit.
This was bad. CNN really goated it. No, seriously. CNN was a big propagator of he had shot black people, a bunch of shit. They really went over their boards on that. It was
when it came out that that 13th guy that survived pointed the gun first. That came out, and he said under oath. Then CNN brought him back to the Anderson Cooper the next day to quote unquote explain himself, because we can't be wrong about this. No,
exactly.
Yeah. And he wasn't under oath in CNN, so he just embellished a little bit, keep the narrative alive, keep it going.
And it was a crazy narrative, and this whole story. No, that's one thing I agree with my esteemed colleague. The way the media portrayed this, it wasn't even like even an attempt to be realistic. It was just an attempt to just divide as much as possible.
Yeah, like they wanted it to be as controversial as possible. You know what I mean? Like, all the stuff that's sprinkled on it is like, yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'll tell you. I got a theory behind this. I have a full theory behind this. This is my theory. I'm thinking like a rich man here. Okay.
Is it my struggle? Is it like your my struggle theory?
Yes, it is. It's actually worse than that. It's actually worse than that, because I'm not taking any people.
Because that's a controversial theory. Also,
here's what happens.
Yeah, you know what, Ben? That's a very controversial.
That's Rick's controversial struggle. Sorry, I had to tee off on theory. I loved it. Go ahead.
No, so my theory is this. CNN, MSNBC, the mainstream media, they love to rile up people. Okay.
Right.
Man, they love to see riots. They love it.
Oh yeah.
Here's the
For
reason
sure.
why. You got the people who hold these companies that are super rich. And what ends up happening is when you riot, they riot in the poorest parts of town. Okay. And they destroy small businesses that don't have insurance. They destroy homes. They destroy pretty much everything, man. They lower that property value so low that you got people like rich people that go in and buy these properties at rock bottom prices and gentrify the place.
Well, bro,
I wouldn't be surprised. Like you're not supposed to gentrify anymore, right? I mean, that's a bad thing. But what happens if you have the guy who had the
air quotes for you, Rick? I'll insert the late air quotes
because God forbid a Starbucks shows up in a black neighborhood.
Well, it's bigger than that. But go ahead. No, go ahead.
It is. When have you ever seen a Starbucks show up in a black neighborhood? I don't see one on Scott Street. I don't see one on OST on the other side of 288.
Oh, well, that's because there's a homeless encampment.
No, there isn't. It's actually very nice.
No, but that's
anyway. What is they have people who buy these properties at rock bottom value, and then they hold on to these things. Then they increase the property taxes for the people who are still there. They move out and they start building their condominiums and their.
Oh no, that happens for sure. Like
yes.
But don't you think the rich people already own these neighborhoods? Because that's the reality. Yes, dude. Most of the minority neighborhoods are already owned by them.
It's wonderful for the landlords because
maybe it's just more of an insurance scam.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't
know. They burn it down, they get full pay.
Maybe. And they kick out the Quickie Mart guy, and then they boost up the
Quickie Mart guy. Jeez, Louise.
Well, I didn't say anything about race on that one, man.
You had issues with these small businesses. The Quickie Mart guy.
Dude, no. I'm talking. This is me. Like I'm voicing
my struggle. Is this your struggle?
Of a rich man here. Okay, they don't like small business.
You rich as fuck though, dude.
No, I'm not.
You're like not.
I'm rich with family and love. And all that other bullshit.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. One thing we're definitely, not going to be rich of is
not your best, but
not my best. Not going to be rich of is fuck. I was gonna try to transition this to the fucking the Wisconsin thing, but I lost it. So sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes even the professional cracks.
Did you lose it or did you back out of what you just called it?
A little bit of both, but you will never know. But nonetheless, I guess we have to move on to the other just fucked up part of Wisconsin, because Wisconsin, Wisconsin's just not about cheese. It's also about just as much legal controversy and death as you can rack up in a small shithole. Waukesha, Wisconsin had a individual. So I imagine everyone should know by now, there is a holiday parade where a individual drove through the marching parade. And also there's some spectators, killed 5 people. Injured 40. Just
I think 48 now. It's up
48. Okay. Injured 48, killed 5 people. Just a complete douchebag. Just a shithole of a human being. More than likely voted for Trump. But
I don't think so. He was a BLM activist.
I didn't give a shit. But yeah, right. So this individual. Looked like a game of GTA.
Yeah,
it's tragic. Even the screams, it was. I didn't watch the worst video. I watched the like, I guess the PG censored ones where they show before it starts doing things, but I didn't want to watch the real one. So I don't know if you guys did, but this is well, this is just a fucking tragedy. And
the question with this deal is there's a few things. So Rick boldly mentioned that he was I guess he had a history Black Lives Matter protester.
Oh, he's a black nationalist.
But here's the thing. Before he's even
same thing?
No,
I wouldn't. Okay. That I wouldn't say that. I would like to. Black nationalist is different than Black Lives Matter.
Well, what is nationalist about? Wakanda or something? Come on.
Kind of. It's they basically, this is Black America. They're going to have their own kind of like I guess country, or that their precedents in the structure of the state, they should have a higher authority in that. So that's what I know. Typically, what you get from that. And this could be controversial. It could. I don't know necessarily if it's a polar opposite to a white supremacist, but it's definitely they want to have more control of the state and more control overall and autonomy.
Run for office.
Regardless.
Well, different than that. Even preferential. It's a different concept. It's actually pretty complicated, to be honest with you.
But so, regardless of his status as a black nationalist, though, he's a fucking habitual
douchebag.
Criminal. Well, douchebag, yeah.
Oh,
you can add that to list.
bro.
But he has a major record. Like, in other words, dude should not even be in public. I think he's had like 10. I don't know what all the different charges are.
Dude, he ran over someone.
No, he attempted to run over.
No, he did run
his
over
baby
someone.
mom, or he did, right?
Yeah, he ran
And
over.
not only
someone.
that, he came when he came and ran over the people
Did
in
he
the
slam
parade.
or somebody?
Oh, maybe. At some point, somebody may have gotten slimered. I don't think that day, but he came from like domestic.
From behind? Did he come from behind?
I think for a slimer, you need more people. You can't just.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think
Yeah.
I don't think this guy was
Oh,
capable
boy.
of
He wasn't caking it on.
pulling off a full slimer treatment.
If and not to interject into a sad story, because it's a sad story, but if you've ever been slimered or slimed somebody, drop us an email. Skip
Yeah,
the podcast.
let us know how that
the noise
worked out.
podcast. What is it? At gmail.com. Yeah. Just let us know how it worked out. Let
Skip
me
the
know.
noise podcast at gmail.com.
There we go.
I would be very interested in hearing.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Continue though. Sorry. So
No, I was just gonna say is this guy was an absolute psychotic criminal with tons of charges. And like you said, most notably trying to run somebody over with a fucking car. Which that's I don't know, man. Fuck.
it's a fucking tragedy.
Fuck Wisconsin though, right?
Seriously, dude. Property.
Seriously.
If you want a deal in a house right now, check out that Wisconsin market, because people are leaving that bitch in droves, man. That's fucking terrifying.
Well, my question is, where was the security in all this? Usually with a parade here in Houston, man, you got police cars blocking the streets before you even head to the parade route. What happened? Why was he able to get through?
Officers were discharging their weapons at him. So
They were actually shooting him?
Right.
yes,
Oh,
there
yeah,
was
they were
active
shooting him.
officers trying to stop him, but I think he got up enough speed where, dude, I remember if you're barreling towards even something stopped, it moves. You know what I'm saying? Especially in an SUV. So I think they tried, but yeah, they definitely, that's a danger.
Yeah,
with
but that
parades.
vehicle never should have gotten that close to people, man.
No, right. That's a valid point. Like they didn't obviously have it set up.
No.
Because if you go to like fucking parades they have in downtown Houston, there's no fucking way you're getting a car even near.
Well,
to
they
where
put
you
cinder
can-
blocks. They'll
you
move
can
cinder
that's what I'm
blocks onto
saying.
the streets.
Well, he
and
drove.
that's
There
it.
was some kind of and now, mind you, right? This is not
This
a
is
huge
Wisconsin.
place. Yeah. Well, I don't know. What's the deal, man? Is like Chicago getting so expensive, everybody just keeps moving further out, and they end up.
Yes.
Is that what's happening? Is that why
Yep.
Wisconsin seems like a shithole now?
Actually, Chicago's
did-
getting too dangerous even for criminals, so they have to move out.
They're
to
all
the
moving to
burbs,
Wisconsin.
too.
I think
That's
maybe that's
funny.
what's happened. I think we figured
That's
it out.
fucking awesome.
Am I wrong? Because
No, you're fucking right, dude. Because
didn't
that's
you
right
used
there
to
by
think
the area.
of? I mean, obviously Milwaukee's a city, so any city has like issues. But like when you used to
Milwaukee.
think of Wisconsin,
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, as the Algonquins named it. But no, really, like you used to think of Wisconsin, like Wisconsin would constantly have some of the safest cities in America on those fucking polls and shit they had.
Well, it's because they had no one living there. So what are you gonna do? Rob
Right.
yourself? I mean, a city of one, of course it's safe. I mean,
that's what happened.
but I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bash Wisconsin right now in this sad story, but
we are.
it's kind of a fucking shithole right now. But
It's been, I mean, regardless of what, it has really had some bad press the last
runs,
like 3 years. It's had
Yeah.
a rough run, man. Wisconsin's.
oh,
Well, moving out
Bro.
to Chicago, man. I mean, see what happened at the LV store in Chicago?
oh,
or the Neiman
bro.
Marcus?
But hold on, we're gonna get to that, bro. Don't you
What?
see? Look, it's on the list. Nordstrom racked. Okay.
We're not
Let's-
transitioning yet.
Yeah, let's get through the GTA section and then we'll move on to that one. But
All right, so
but-
black
but
nationalists do
nonetheless-
what's over white people.
but-
You know
but-
what?
okay, but how-
Media's not
but-
going to run with it.
exactly,
that.
I was gonna tee that
Done.
up for you. I was waiting for my struggle to get teed up for this one. But like seriously though, do you really okay? So, and I have some more just to speak about that. Reddit ripped down all the threads as soon as they found out that he was a BLM, etc. They ripped off all the threads. Everything that identified what race he was and what he was, they took them all down. And
What
they
is that?
literally hit the story from the front page. I mean, imagine, okay, so I don't know so for all the young people, and I don't know, I know some young people do Reddit, but it's just a massive forum, and threads on their popularity are posted on the front page. So this one had like 78,000 reputation points, or it's basically like thumbs up, and somehow it wasn't on the front page because of this particular person. Plus, have you noticed CNN actually almost started running with a counter story like, oh, it's because of this and that and his minority, and his family or something. They are literally almost going to start defending him in a way.
Yeah,
Because it
Isn't
was
that fucked up?
society's fault versus anything. You're like, what? But had it been, a Tom, or a Karen, oh, this would have been fucking, it would have, streets would have been fucking on fire. You know what I'm saying? So they really, really ran with the narrative. They really fucking just didn't want to talk about it. They just smothered it as soon as this popped up. And that was most of the media. And even, like I said, Reddit, they just, as soon as they realized it wasn't a Tom or Karen, it was up.
There you go.
And so,
Again,
it's
the media's
fucked
just
up,
starting
man.
some shit, man.
They are. They fucking are. They fucking are. And that's fucked
What?
up, bro.
Why? Why do they pander to a certain minority group? Why? Do you know?
Because I do know why. I think
Why?
because it gets more clicks, right? For the left, it gets more clicks because you have you have the sympathetic super white liberal who wants to atone for whatever, and then of course you have, I think that's where a lot of it sparks from, and they just want to appeal to that person. So if you tell that person that the main character of this evil narrative is someone that they support or something, it doesn't look good for them. But just like Fox News, right? They'll paint a story of like Kyle Rittenhouse. Oh, he's just a nice kid and da, 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 but he's an asshole. No one really wants to really paint the true narrative. I think that's really what they're doing with this.
I get it, but why smother the story?
Dude, because it gets more clicks. Because you gotta remember, CNN has 9 people that watch it, and all of them are hardcore leftists now. Just like Fox News is hardcore right people now.
Actually, Newsmax is probably took
Oh,
that from
dude,
them.
fuck Newsmax. I don't even, dude. Newsmax is probably further than Hitler on the right. Like, there's Hitler. Hitler's like in between Fox News and Newsmax. Newsmax went all the way. They went like fucking like Caesar Augustus or some shit, like hardcore fascist nationalism, like beyond what you could imagine.
But they haven't acknowledged the election yet. So
yeah, well, that's Newsmax. And guess what, guys? You're not getting maximum news from there. You're getting maximum bullshit. But anyways,
not maximum bullshit.
Maximum.
Sometimes it's okay.
Nah, dude, maximum chode breath. But nonetheless, it is definitely the media is playing a narrative here, and it's pretty crazy. It's pretty scary. But media does a lot, right? Media does a lot for different countries, but that's the way it goes. And sometimes you notice that when important people aren't in the media, it's kind of sketchy, right? Especially if one of them accuses a CCP member of sexual assault.
Yep. She just
and next thing you know, there's no tennis balls being hit, right? What's her name? And I do not really know how to pronounce her name. So I think it's Peng Shui. Yeah, Peng Shui. So sorry to all my anyone out there. who speaks Chinese or knows the name better. I'm not very good, but with that. But Peng Shui, women's tennis player. I don't think she's in the top 50, right? I mean, she's okay. She's definitely talented, but I don't think she's anything crazy special, right?
I don't know. She's
Fact
the best
checks
in
me.
China.
She's pretty hot. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's part of the narrative now.
That could be,
that's there now. We've put that in the universe that she is a banger. So
That's all I know. I mean, I saw her picture. I never seen her play tennis. She's probably good. I don't know, but she's missing.
Well, she's missing. So isn't that crazy? And then so now you have what was it? The IOC, of course, very sympathetic to China.
Yeah.
The IOC has an interview with her to show that she's still alive. You know, it's almost it's kind of scary the way that China disappears people.
Kind of.
Right?
Wait a second. So she's not coming to the interview with the IOC?
No, she already did she did the interview with the IOC, but it was like super controlled, and everyone's like, well, no, we want her to talk to someone independent. And so because the IOC and the way they are. But
well,
what do you guys
IOC is the
think?
same as China, man. I mean, they're just looking out for their own. But
I agree. I mean,
it's the same thing. It's a Jack Ma situation. Same thing.
But probably worse because, dude, she's actually, accusing someone. I guess I forgot who it is in the CCP.
No, yeah, it is worse.
And it's probably true.
Yeah,
and it's probably
true. It is true.
It's got to be true.
I mean, you know how much she had to literally like. There's sometimes there's Me Too, and then there's the real Me Too. That chick, by saying what happened to her, basically forfeited her life. That's real bravery.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's probably going to die either now or later. China doesn't forget. And she did it in order to, further the cause of women's rights or whatever her plan was, but she did it and it was a big sacrifice. So yeah, man, that's going to end up bad for her, dude. It's going to be bad for her. I mean, she may show up, play a couple of matches, but also the next thing her car blows up or something, or she was driving on Route 9 and brakes were out. It's fucked up.
8 Mile Road.
Yep.
Because they know there's a big spotlight on it now, so they're telling her to say all the right shit. And
you want COVID, bitch? You want COVID?
Yeah, really.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we have a missing tennis player who basically got Jack Ma'd by China, and to me,
did Jack Ma ever come back? Never.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
The same thing. Remember, he was like, "Hey, I'm fine. I'm okay. I just went to a re-education camp."
Re-education camp. It's part of this whole My Struggle camp series that they're doing here. But yeah, it's pretty fucked up, dude. It's crazy. So once again, we see our Chinese overlords flexing muscle, but there are some people fighting back, right? I mean, the Women's Tennis Association just will seriously not stop. They're just like, we don't care. We don't care how much money we lose from y'all. We don't care what you do. We want our tennis player back. Yeah. We want to know she's safe. And so to me, I think that's pretty admirable. Did you see, I forgot what NBA
Because
what
though? You know what? If the NBA would have done it to one of its players, they'd be like, nah, man, you're right. That's on you, bro. That's on you. China disappeared you. LeBron.
If Jeremy Lin also went missing, guess what? Oh, there's a Jeremy Lin.
Yeah.
That's his locker. Oh, we don't know about
who he's not. Yeah, I'm looking through the records here. I
still don't see Jeremy Lin. No, his locker's right there. It says his name.
I don't.
It's just stuff. It's still
what
there.
Are you looking at? I mean.
Okay, don't put the camera there. Don't put the camera there.
No. Fuck off. You're being sued now. But yeah.
That's the NBA stance on people being disappeared by China.
It's bullshit. But did you see that one NBA player though? He wore a dope, really like all white high tops, and they said Beijing 2024, the winter 2022 for the Winter Olympics, and they're covered in blood.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dude. Hard in the paint. Let me see if I can find these shoes online. Went all in, and I was like, you know what? Good for fucking you. And he didn't give a shit. He was doing by his conscience. Hold on, I'll take a look at it. But what do y'all think about this?
I'm really educated in this matter, and yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I'm gonna cry now. That's LeBron's official statement. Allegedly. I gotta say that shit, man. He has more money than we do.
Sources haven't been confirmed on that one.
Yeah, sources have not been confirmed, but I think that was his official statement.
Dude,
you know what's interesting too? Remember I showed y'all that screenshot of our now, you know, obviously our TikTok.
I can't see. I see Aurora Borealis.
Oh shit.
Man, take that shit off.
Because you have the
there it is.
background on.
Modern day slavery.
That's one of them. Hold on. This dude does not like China. Hold on.
I wonder if the networks censor his feed or something.
No, they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I'm trying to see if there's one that says this guy fucking goes all in. He's wearing like free Tibet. It's Celtics player Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter. And every one of his shoes have been like from free China to like free Tibet, like gangster. Like it's pretty fucking gangster, dude. So
you think he's gonna apologize like John Cena in Mandarin?
No, he's been doing this for a while. Good for him, though, man. Good for him.
You know what I bet? That good. No, really good for him. Straight up. But you know what I bet though? If he's got a TikTok account, I bet they shadow ban the shit out of that.
You think? He's probably like here. These are the ones. These are the ones.
Oh, damn. Beijing 2020 today.
You see the blood pouring all over the shoe? Dude, that's dope. That's fucking
Hey, you know what I noticed? We went in on China. No, check this. Remember I showed y'all a screenshot.
Yeah.
So I used to like our TikTok little promo videos I put out for each show or whatever. They used to get like, you know, pretty decent amount of views. Not a whole lot of likes or whatever, not a lot of engagement, but like, in other words, recently we did one where I think I put a hashtag China and like, cause we talked about some China shit on the show. I'm not bullshitting you.
I know, dude. That's so fucked up.
Ever since then, the views, not the likes, the views dropped. They say you can follow us. We have a. I know some of the listeners probably already know, but like, you can follow us on TikTok and see what I'm talking about. If you look at our views, no, it's obviously modest, dude. We're not a huge show or whatever,
dude. We're massive.
Like they were up in like there was like
North Korea. Remember, North Korea is our number one. It's hard to get.
That's right. Our biggest.
Well, it's hard to get our numbers from North Korea. You know, it's always up and down. It's always up and down.
But yeah, it's dipped to almost nothing like immediately.
That's fucking weird, man.
Damn, dude. You hashtag China or
because I think down? whatever show. Oh no, like so you can see it right here. From like the one I put up from episode 72, they were doing like, you know, like not like I said, this is modest now, but like 600, 700.
Yeah.
And then like all of a sudden it's 80, 86, 47. In the most recent one I put up, 7.
Damn.
That don't even make no sense.
No.
That makes seriously no sense. But you know what though? That's how it is. China has so much power and influence. But you know what? We can go. We gotta try to stay on topic. We gotta get through this because Mr. Rick has already mentioned it. And before we go off into the China tactic, what the fuck is going on with these mass robberies, guys? These things are getting out of control. So Nordstrom, they stole $100,000. Okay, so $100,000 from Louis Vuitton. So basically, these flash mobs of people are hitting stores and just taking everything they can get their hands on and swarming a store. And there's so many of them, you can't stop them.
You can't do nothing.
Yeah. So it's fucking crazy. And so this happened. Louis Vuitton, $100,000 taken. And Nordstrom was hit by 18 people at the same time. They took a lot of shit. It's just these crazy, like basically flash mobs of thieves. What do you guys think about this shit?
How did so let me ask this. I heard about it, right? And I heard of the numbers and I mean, I get it, right? Like as a strategy, obviously that works because you can't any security system in like a high dollar retail environment like that, you know, you may have your undercover loss prevention, you got security cameras. You know, you may or may not have sensors and things like that on certain products, but nothing is built for fucking 20 people rushing in at one time and just overwhelming. And so obviously some criminal minds figured this out and it's working. Right. But let me ask you this. When they leave though, are they taking off on foot? Are they all getting into a fucking van or what happens? They all
everything. People that break in there,
everything.
They're like athletic.
They go,
they're moving.
All go separate ways.
Yep. They're moving, dude. And there's been, we'll see. Okay. This sounds stupid, right? And this sounds silly, but I started seeing this actually out here and the DFW area. They hit. So I was working at that time at a large grocery chain and I literally saw it happen. It was maybe 8 or 9 people came in. They went straight to the makeup aisle and just started boosting shit. And it happened actually quite a bit out here for about a year. And that's what they're doing, dude. It's just these teams. And I think the Nordstrom was just kind of a bunch of teenagers that coordinated it. But the Louis Vuitton, all these, they're just going in, hitting the stores, grabbing whatever they can grab and running away. That's it. Smash and grabs. It's nuts, man.
So what I think they should start doing is maybe rethinking the way they do mall security now. I mean, of course, you got your mall cops or whatever, but maybe have a team ready to respond to these things, but also maybe have some mechanism on the doors where they're not allowed to leave. I mean, much like they do in a lot of these jewelry stores here in Houston, where you're allowed to go in, but you can't leave until they buzz you out.
Well, that'd be hard though, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to block every single person trying to come into your store. This isn't like a mom and pop or just even a regular jewelry store where max you got 5 or 6 customers buying diamonds. This is like major department stores that are, entryways to the malls. So you can't really do that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you isolate one store from the rest of the mall.
But I think that it's going to be a trigger that has to be activated. I mean, because you still have doors. Right. At these places that go in and out, it's not completely open. But
yeah, but then who's going to deal with the crazy person locked in your store?
Well, that's why you have mall security show up in some form of a team.
Yeah, but you see Paul Blart,
man.
You see Paul Blart, bro.
What's he gonna do? Just mow him down. What's wrong with mowing him down?
Oh Jesus!
Get a few Kyle Rittenhouses out there with some AR-15s and start.
Is this part of your theory? Look. That doesn't, but you can't do that, right? That's not. Okay,
you couldn't afford. That would mean paying
the legal fees alone.
Legal fees. Not only that, but just the actual people to just be on standby.
Still team 6.
Nobody's fixing to do that.
No, it's too much money, man. You're talking about having like a fucking strike squad ready if someone hits up the fucking
exactly.
Hits up Macy's, they're gonna get fucking redlined by like SEAL Team 4.
Exactly. There you
go.
It's only temporary. It's only
we have a firing solution, chief. Okay,
give it a year. Give it a year. They'll take care of that problem.
Well, I mean, I hate to say this, but that's how Mexico is, right?
Yeah.
If you go to Mexico, especially Mexico City, if you go into a nice store, there's somebody outside with a machine gun, and you don't want to test that person because it's going to be bad for you. You're going to fail that test miserably. So, I mean, you're going to be like Swiss cheese before you even knew it, but. That's what they do in Mexico. So I mean, I guess they're gonna have to put armed guards out there. I mean, this is so bad. Did you hear about what is happening with Best Buy?
No.
The retail theft is so bad that it's so pervasive right now that it's actually decreasing the value of Best Buy stock.
Damn, dude.
So, and it's like traumatizing their employees. Apparently, theft is so pervasive right now in their retail stores that employees are getting traumatized because you see these guys like literally coming in, smash grab, screaming at people and just running off with shit. And it's just creating this super scary, toxic place to work.
I mean, CVS is going to be closing 900 stores, but they have to make it absolutely clear that it's not due to the theft.
Isn't that crazy?
And they actually went up to Congress. One of the CEOs went up to Congress. They talked about these theft rings that are happening, but they have to make it real clear as if they're trying to protect the PC police or something, that it's not because of that their business is failing. No.
No,
it isn't the rampant theft. It's because they're restructuring to smaller stores with less stuff.
bro.
Yeah, they're restructuring because they're losing their ass from getting fucking.
But why
shit
protect? You know, but just say it out there. Hey, it's because of these theft rings that we're losing money and we're going to be closing stores.
Bro,
I don't understand why the PC police have to come in and monitor that.
I don't think that's how it goes, dude. I think the issue they're having, in my opinion, is not necessarily what's it called? Shit, my brain just went blah. All right, I'm sorry, my brain just blanked the fuck out. I'm getting old, guys. Getting the fuck old. Getting old.
Well, it's
Anyways,
okay.
Continuing on. What do you think, B?
On there's really no way to handle it because like I said before, you'd have to pay. I mean, there's things maybe they could do structurally. Well, that would be more feasible, but yeah, you're not going to have
they have like a fucking like a moat
between the
front and the fucking parking lot.
Booby
what the fuck
traps.
is wrong with y'all?
No,
it's
no,
gonna be
no.
Indiana Jones to get out of that bitch and shit.
We need the robot from RoboCop. You know, the one that gives you a countdown.
Here
We
it
need him
comes.
to start showing up at these LV stores and be like,
I don't
lawbreaker, you have 15 seconds to put down the purse.
Oh boy.
That's right.
And then like it just skips from 15 to
boy.
2, like right away.
Oh yeah. 15,
2, 1.
4. Oh no.
Yeah, what happened to 14?
What happened to 14 all the way down?
But
3.
do you guys really want to kill these dumbass people for stealing?
Yes.
No? Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong?
They're
with
stealing
you?
our society, man. They're preventing us from going to stores and enjoying ourselves.
Oh,
They're
okay.
getting
When
in
was
the
the
way
last
of
time
our
you went to
families
Louis
enjoying
Vuitton
the
store?
Galleria.
When's the last time you went to Louis Vuitton? Oh wait, never mind.
You're like, what?
Like,
yesterday?
He's like, what do you mean? Like
Yeah,
yesterday?
yeah.
No, no, what do you mean the
He's
last
rich.
time?
Yesterday, I've never even. You know, I'll be honest with you. I've never stepped foot in one of those fucking stores. Never.
I did once.
I did in Vegas. It was really nice.
Dude, they're ballers. Yeah, the bags,
Plus some
like the
luggage.
chick bags. Oh my god, they're like fucking $3,000 or $4,000 for something to carry your tampons in. Fuck off.
That's like the little ones.
Yeah, that's a little one. That's a cheap one that they go, oh, we'll give this to the poor people. Enjoy.
I bought
You
my
can keep your phone and a debit card. Fucking $6,000.
bought my wife a purse from Louis Vuitton. It
Baller.
was really nice. I think that the color was a really limited edition or whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
right now it's in the closet, empty, like in
Yeah,
stuck in the stuck clothing.
exactly. Because
She's not using it. She uses a cheap Tory and Birch purse.
Yep. And guess why? Because that shit's functional. Whereas that fucking Louis Vuitton is not functional. They're ridiculous. I think it's fucking crazy. But
it's still business.
But to
It shouldn't
kill
be
someone
robbed.
over these dumb things, right? But is it because of the way that I guess how bad things are now, right? The economy, inflation. Is this just a symptom to the sickness going on right now with the economy? These flash mobs, these people stealing and doing all this shit. Is it because the lack of, I guess, monetary means or funds or jobs or opportunities are actually just living wages because, you know, you can't afford anything anymore. It's part of that frustration, you know. In a way, you kind of, you know, it's just how it is.
No, dude. I think it's a mixture of the education has stalled everybody in inner Chicago. First of all, no one can get a real job. No one has an incentive to go to school or get higher education or even a vocation. You got these kids who have nothing to live for. So what do? They have social media. They get together. They want the stuff that Travis Scott has, and they're going to rob these places.
Well, except that he's creating portals to hell at his concerts. But yeah, I get you. But it's just, I think with the way inflation is right now, I think the way it's happening, I think we're starting to see some desperate ass times. You know, I think that's most of it.
That's Biden's America,
Yeah.
man.
Well, it's just, I think America's been, inflation has always been here. We just covered it with low interest loans.
No.
And now it's rampant. But
the
that's
opportunity
the
is
whole
not there
thing.
anymore for people.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think the opportunity has been gone since Reagan. Small businesses were destroyed since Reagan. Once he started basically allowing the hedge funds and Wall Street to run everything, that's when they maintained America and the American dream died. Reagan killed it.
Yeah, but why education? You know, Why mess with that stuff? They're more interested in teaching critical race theory than the
Well, no.
algebra.
You know what? I heard a wonderful, you know what? I love that you said that. A wonderful senator. I believe he was from South Carolina. I don't know his name. Amazing senator. He was talking about critical race theory. And he goes, check this shit out. But he didn't say check this shit out. But he goes, you don't teach children theories. You teach them history. Theories are when you're in college. And that's what we do here. No one wants to teach children theories. And I think that's been part of this narrative that's also been, so like the left had Kyle Rittenhouse, and I believe the right is kind of utilizing that for critical race theory. So
they're like setting the stage.
They're setting the stage for critical race theory. They're like, oh yeah, well, they're gonna teach your children that they are slave owners, and it's been a big rally call for conservatives. So I think it's also just what the fuck? I'm sorry, guys. We have an exclusive tonight. I mean, we got fucking. We got the fucking groundhog over here. What are you doing, bro? Here I am trying to talk about critical fucking race theory. And I feel like I'm talking to like the fucking Rick Moranis from fucking Spaceballs. You look like what's his
No, he's like the kids taking
Stop the plane.
No, I got my own fort going on here.
Yeah, it's like a fort, dude. It's like when you show the kid looking at the nudie
he has his
mag
own Fortnite
with his flashlight under the covers.
I know he does, dude. I gotta see is like a little Maggie with like fucking like a fucking like old school comic book and a flashlight. Exactly.
No, dude. The thing is, I got a text message. I'm waking up the kids, so
I got you.
Yeah, I gotta control my voice here.
I got something to control your voice.
I don't know if that's...
I think it is.
I don't think it's working though.
I got something real good for your throat.
I got something to control your voice real good.
Oh, really? What is it?
Real good.
Oh yeah. I got a pizza delivery for your mouth. So moving on. Rick, you look like one of the people that's maybe like entrenched between Ukraine and Russia right now. What do you guys think of this shit going on?
I think let's before
no,
we get
I'm
that,
already know. You know what? I'm expecting everyone that's listening to have relative data and preparation for these topics. So if you don't fucking know what I'm talking about, you're just gonna have to move on. Okay, I'm fucking sorry.
I was just trying to give Rick a chance to set his fucking fort up.
He looks like a dude like a Fortnite, dude. This is fucking insane. I feel like I'm talking to like a refugee. Like you're like at a NATO camp and like your plastic sheets dragging over your head.
I'm inside a migrant detention center, and I got my sheet here, my little silver sheet, trying to do a show and like not wake these people up.
Rick, you wouldn't make it in a detention center, bro.
Oh, please.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. You get your shit pushed in big time, bro. Big time. Anyways, I'm trying to go back to this fucking other subject. You have Ukraine and Russia. So right now there is saber rattling between the countries of Ukraine and Russia. And Russia has supposedly amassed 104,000 troops on the Ukrainian-Russian borders. So there's a lot of discussion that Russia is going to invade Ukraine. So guys, we have a pretty big international incident brewing, because who's Ukraine a member of? For everyone out there,
is it NATO?
Yes, they are a NATO member, which means that if you attack one NATO member, what happens?
Everyone goes in. Yeah. But Biden's official stance on this was DB. That was his official stance. Right there.
Oh boy, and that was a direct quote. That was a direct quote. I'm surprised you were able to.
That was a direct quote. Yeah, I got it all right too.
Oh my God. Did you see at the end of the teleprompter? He read end of quote.
Oh, wow. Fuck, dude. That guy.
Yeah, so he was like, and in America.
End of quote.
We will somewhat defend Ukraine.
Yeah. And when you roller skate across the pudding into the forklift and the ambulance maneuvers and jackrabbit, possum, for the freeway.
Have you seen who they're setting up? So they know that Kamala Harris is just a complete utter failure of a sack of bones. They're trying to see.
She would be.
They're bringing up, right? They want to bring Buttigieg.
Pete Buttigieg, yeah.
Buttigieg or whatever this fucking name is. They want to bring his little punk ass in the fray. I don't know. I think that's pretty bad. He's also a shitty candidate. So I guess he's better than Beto. Anyone's better than fucking Beto. Be quite honest with you, my fucking German Shepherd or my fucking Golden Doodle's better than fucking Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah, what do you think, man? He's gonna run for governor. You're gonna have to vote for him because he's blue now.
No, I'm not voting. No, he won't make it to the Democrat. I don't think he's gonna get to the primary.
Well, who else is in the Democrat primary besides?
I don't know, dude. My balls could run against them, and they would do better. We all saw what Ted Cruz did to him. Oh shit! Oh my god! I think it's time for a break. I
think so. I think it is.
Pee-pee.
Everybody go pee-pee. Recollect yourselves. If you need to do a yoga pose, perhaps to get that blood circulating.
Do a drive-by.
And it may, when I come back, I'm so excited. I may have a quarter chub.
Oh boy!
But a quarter. I don't want to get into that 39 to 41 gray zone.
I thought you were going to say like age demographic. I was like, because if you're 39 to 41, you got to have a solid half chub to really get the market moving.
The market, yeah, they're right. The market. That's what that's what we're looking for here is that market. And I feel like I'm talking like I just it's funny because there won't be we'll just go from complete and utter laughter into the break. But
oh my god, that was awesome.
It was the first time we've acknowledged throughout the show that pretty much that part's not going to exist.
It was awesome.
It was entertaining. It was entertaining for us. It put us in good spirits. But without further ado, I think it is time to take a little break. Why don't we do that? How about we do that?
Take a little pee-pee.
Yeah, take a pee-pee. Shake it off. But if you shake it off, if you shake it more than 3 times, then you're playing with it. So stop that.
Oh, whoa. That's rough.
Even if you do have a quarter chub. Might even have to get get it cleaner.
Oh boy!
And Rick ditched the fort.
Yeah. That's no longer.
He put it.
Fort Rick over there.
See what
probably doesn't mean talking.
I need to be. I need to design it a little bit better. So during the break, you're going to see me with a full fort, hopefully with a nice little sound studio.
He's going to put a little engineering.
I like it.
Aptitude in there. All right.
All right. Fucking break time.
Break. 1, 2, 3, break. And we're back, and we got a little interplanetary breaking news for
Galactic
with the big scoop. Mexican Nostradamus, what's up with all these fucking planets all over?
Wacky fucking exoplanets. Well, NASA revealed today that they have found 300 more exoplanets out there. So I think the total number now is like 4,600 something.
How far?
Pretty far. I mean, these places we'll never really probably ever get to. But it is starting to become more and more apparent that there are quite a few exoplanets out there. So it's kind of a big deal because think about it. I think the article I was reading said, and don't quote me on it, but somewhere around 10 years ago, we had one. Right? Or no, not even 10 years,
Oh,
like
really?
less than that. 6-7 years ago, there was one. Now we're at 4,960 something. So here we are. We're seeing more and more of these exoplanets. In just one day, 300 new ones were basically discussed. So it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. It just continues to show how, inevitable it will be that we are. It may be just the fact that we're so far from everyone. We just have to conclude that there's life out there. But at some point, we just have to admit there's something out there. Like, and there's more life, lots and lots of life. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And then the top spy for the United States basically stating that, we do have issues with things buzzing our warships and we have no idea what they are. And they're definitely not, from other countries. So it just seems like the pot's still being stirred. Like there's still a lot to be seen.
I still think it's China, man.
It could be, but I don't think so. I know this hypersonic missile made a big deal about it. They made, this hypersonic missile is so scary, but American espionage goes pretty deep, even to the fact that they'll even play to our own people. We probably came up with that shit like in the 60s. But, oh man, we're super scared of their hypersonic missile, huh? But we did that so long ago, it's not even a big deal.
I mean, what if China is in charge of these Tic Tacs, following these warships?
Because fucking shit, man. It's so hard to take you seriously with that fucking thing going. Dark helmet over here.
Yeah.
I got it finally. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
No, dude, I'm just saying, like, what if it is China in charge of these things? I don't know.
I did. Fucking China's not in charge of shit, bro. They can't even make the McDonald's toy. How long does it last approximately after purchase? You think they're gonna fucking be able to fucking do anything? That's the measure of society's worth, is the trinket that you make that goes in fucking meals and Happy Meals. And guess what? If you stack that shit up, that little toy doesn't make it long, bro.
Damn, think about this, man. That was deep, man. Because like like America is like McDonald's, right?
Yep.
Like McDonald's really, like America, what's the word? I'm trying to say it in reverse. Like McDonald's sort of embodies everything that America is. China's like the McDonald's Happy Meal toy.
Exactly. That's what it really is. In reality, that's what China is to the United States. That's what China will. They're the fucking
Happy Meal toy.
They're our Happy Meal toy. That's it. China doesn't have shit.
Well, no, but
we're just bored.
But what I mean is, like, it's not built to like just like you said.
Yeah,
it's super cheap. Like it's in the package, right?
Shit.
It's whatever the trendy, like it's, whatever movie just came out. It's all the big,
Yeah,
they get it to buy the Happy, but it's just a little piece of shit.
It's a shitty copy of some movie, which is what all they do. They just make shitty copies of other people's things.
Yeah.
So basically, there you go. That's that say hi to our China. So I don't think that I don't think it's them. I think if it was them, the QC alone with China is a big problem. That hypersonic missile test was kind of a failure. It was intended to go around the world once. It did it like 3 or 4 times. They didn't know how to stop their own fucking toy, man. So I'm not really worried about it. They would probably fire a missile and hit them. It would come right back to them. So I'm not too worried about that. So I don't think it's them. I really think there is something out there. And then we're not even thinking about the extra dimensional level too.
Well, think about this though. But I'm still kind of stuck on the exoplanets. What technology shifted or advanced that all of a sudden in 10 years? Is it just the telescopic power, or is there other kind of things they're picking up to?
New filters and logarithms they use use new like programs, and basically they're able to the problem is looking in the right place at the right time to find something.
Sure,
So
'cause
that's
it's-
why
yeah.
that's why the software helps kind of show you where it's at, and then of course spectrometry or whatever will tell you what's on those planets. I don't know if we could do spectrometry necessarily from that far out. I don't know. I know we can do it with different stars and stuff because of how bright their light sources are, but I couldn't tell you exactly what if we know what's on those fucking exoplanets, but we know they're there because they're going around a sun. And when you see the sun shift a little bit, that's how you know there's an exoplanet. That's literally how it kind of goes down. It's
Yeah, I
kind of
think
crazy.
it goes by the shadow. If
Yeah.
you, yeah,
Or if you see
even
a
though the sun
shift
might
or
be
a wobble.
massive,
Yep.
yeah, it's if you see just a small dot going over it, that's probably going to be a planet.
Well, it's also just light from that distance, even that little dot you couldn't tell. So it's just a shift that occurs in that light stream. It's pretty crazy how they do it. Anyways, so yeah, I think they got more technology. They know where they're looking, and I just think it's really just a little bit of time until we find out that there's probably a life even in our solar system. Did you see it? They found another moon with water, right?
Could very well be, yeah.
I forgot what on Saturn. They found another moon, icy surface, but possible liquid water beneath. So that's 3 or 4 now that are like that. You have Europa, you have Ganymede, you have I think that one, and there's one more. So there's 3 or 4 places right now in our that we can literally reach if we need to, or if we actually make a concentrated effort that has liquid water on it. It's kind of fascinating, honestly, because where there's water,
I wonder if
there's
they'll
life.
send a hypersonic missile to that planet and see if it can break the ice.
And then we're gonna start shit with the octopus people. They're gonna be like, "All we wanted to do was live in
Like
our
Mark
icy
Clark.
water, and
Mark
you
Clark.
disturbed us." And they're gonna fire their fucking octopus weapons at us and fuck our shit up. And then like, we will enslave you for firing the hypersonic missile, and like motherfuckers are dead and shit. I mean, thanks, Rick. So why the fuck do you always have to apply my struggle?
I just wanted to see
to
water.
every single situation? I mean, fuck, bro. It's either my struggle at the fucking riot, my struggle interplanetary discussions. It's like my struggle at the grocery store. I mean, fuck, dude. My struggle. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think this little fort's working.
I could tell.
Just give up.
You
You already have. What do you?
We're on the home stretch.
Are you sitting on a like a dining chair? What?
No,
is that?
I'm sitting in the guest bedroom. This is a guest bed.
That's a bed.
I was gonna say, dude,
yeah.
who the fuck's eating at your house, Ben? That's a big fucking tiny chair.
No, that's what I'm saying. I thought he was like on a throne or something.
Who's at your house? Fucking Kronos? One of the what are those
That's what I
fuckers
thought.
called? What are those motherfuckers called? The fucking there's the Greek god, there's Zeus, and then there was
The Titans.
The Titans. Fucking Kronos, one of the Titans eating at your house, B, because
Kronos.
that's a big fucking dining chair.
No,
It's
but
like,
that's what I thought.
feed me, Benjamin. Feed me.
I thought he got just like a throne, like with a huge ass back.
Oh, how dope would that be if you had a throne?
That'd be fucking cool, man.
Why don't people have
I should
fucking
have that.
thrones?
There's a lot of reasons why people.
You know, like when you go to your house, you should just greet your people by sitting on the throne.
Oh, dude,
But,
but that's what people do, though, right? That's your fucking lazy boy. Or
You
your
would
couch.
be kind of an asshole. No, but you would be kind of an asshole if like you
think?
invited people over.
I think.
You guys sit over there and face me. I'm gonna sit on my fucking throne.
I'm gonna sit on my throne now.
I'm gonna sit on my throne here. Oh, and it's got like these big ass armrests that are made out of like fucking tiger claws.
I saw that. And they have lions' heads poking out of them. There's like
The top of it. Oh, obviously, the top of it's like a lion's head, and it's all fucking plated like gold and shit and gems through the whole thing.
all the riches of his country was on his throne.
That's right.
And dude, it just exudes power and dominance. Yeah, dude, that is pretty dope.
That would
That
be
is pretty
awesome,
dope.
man. I could do that.
And as you see, Rick has started. You notice that Rick's on eBay ordering his throne as we speak.
He is.
Yeah. I'm also going to order a tiger as well.
Well, you know what you could do.
What?
So in the future, though, your furniture will look exactly however the hell you want it in the metaverse, right? Because you can just, like we talked about, you can fly, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can make a throne for your dining room chair. And
sounds like you watched the metaverse video promo.
Oh,
I did.
Whoa.
And it was a little creepy.
Is someone sold?
Not at all. Not in the slightest. Matter of fact, the opposite. I'm actually very angry about this thing. So I watched you can look it up on YouTube, the promo, Mark Zuckerberg. And first of all, like, God, what the fuck? He's got to have a major ego if he thinks he's the guy to fucking sell this project. Like, they could have easily hired some very well-spoken, slick, down to earth, approachable character to be the spokesperson. No,
like Tom Hanks.
He's got to do, or fucking anybody, dude. But how about let's pick the worst, like the least relatable human being, or if that's even the case, on this planet, Mark Zuckerberg. His eyes are hollow and dark and black, as if he's not even a real living fleshy being. He's mechanical. It's so fucking awkward and weird to watch. I highly suggest you watch it, because my description's not quite doing it justice. But as he's walking you through what's possible and what you're going to be doing, and he's like, yeah, we've just seen the need, more and more people are working from home. It's not going anywhere. So we're going to thrust into the future, and we're going to have these fucking these meetings with each other where blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something, everybody. This is where it stops. Stop this fucking bullshit. All this fucking asshole is trying to do is profit. What's the easier way to profit? Like, this is creepy as fuck, dude. This is the Matrix. Like this, like if you really look, so the movie The Matrix, right? The first one, where it's like revealed that, oh fuck, everything's like a simulation, and your actual reality is that you're in this cocoon with all these fucking cords and shit hook up to you. This is this is the sales pitch for the step one. Well, no, we're already past step one with the phones. Like, everybody's buried their face in their phones. Like, that's part of it. That's just that was the preliminary stage. This is like where it actually gets fucked. Like, where he's asking us to join him in. And if you think it's not a real problem, like, they fucking own all this. That's why I don't know if it's like he's specifically like.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did he? I didn't see the promo video, but did he come up with some like real practical application to this besides playing video games? Was he like? That's the thing. You can work in the metaverse.
Not really. Like, no. Yes, you definitely can work. Like, you can work, meet, share ideas, all these things. And he went through, I'm not going to go into all the details, all the different mechanics, but no, that was part of it. Okay. And now here, I'm not to say that like, yeah, there couldn't be some functionality to some of these things, and they might make things smoother or quicker. My thing is like, dude, at a certain point, calm the fuck on. Like, basically he's selling it. Watch it, dude. I want everybody to watch it, because it's nothing other than him trying to usher in this, like, no, give up on, like, it's already
give
like
up on meeting people in real life.
No, it kinda.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. Like, that's kind of what the fuck he's doing. And now I'm even like, we always have fun with like conspiracy theories and all this bullshit. Dude, Demolition Man, Like that's,
dude. I'm telling you, Demolition Man.
Like with COVID, and
reality,
getting everybody all freaked out about like, well, we can't meet in person anymore because that's just unhealthy. That's just, you could spread disease. So we have to get in this metaverse. Well, what happens when you're in the metaverse? Now you've already given up your actual. Now you can. Oh man,
dude. I'm telling you,
it's fucking creepy.
Dude, so, I'm telling you, it's fucking
real. But watch that video. The only thing that saved us is it's him. Because I don't believe. I mean, maybe somebody thinks he's charismatic. Maybe his fucking mom. Dude. That's it. That's the only human being on the planet that thinks dude is charismatic is his fucking mom.
That's fucking.
Dude, and this is why, dude. This is why. Hey,
that was savage, bro.
If you want to know why I Skip the Noise podcast,
his mother thinks that he's fucking entertaining,
dude. Let me say you one thing, and this may be at the risk of our show, like it never getting successful.
Well, bro, I think we fixed that the other day.
No, we did. We continuously fix that. By these type of comments. Right, like they own everything. They own all this shit, fucking Instagram, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, I was looking at this thing. It's an hour and 17 minutes long. This promo video.
Yeah, it's an
shit.
It's an hour and 17 minutes long,
dude. That's a long fucking time, bro. Just to talk about some bullshit. And you know what?
Look at this dude. Look what a pendejo he looks like, man. Look at that. He's got that.
And he's even wearing the black turtle. The black long sleeve shirt.
No, but watch how awkward he acts. Like he's walking. He's like, yeah,
dude.
He's He's terrible,
dude. Yes,
he wants everybody to look like what's it, Minecraft?
But he you know what's funny about it?
What's it, Steve? He looks like Steve from Minecraft. That's fucking awesome.
You know what's weird about it?
Huh?
He even acknowledges, like in this weird attempt at a joke.
Oh boy.
No, he's at a table. He's at a table, and they're all with their little avatars, and they're like, "Hey, Steve, chill out. You're flying around too much," or whatever the fuck. And it's like, "Hey, Bill, you look like a robot." And I thought I was the one who was supposed to look like a robot. There's a part like that. So he's even now like acknowledging, "Hey, people think I'm a robot." Haha. Because I'm such a unrelatable fucktard.
Unrelatable fucktard. That's
I'm a fucking loser.
I'm really not taking it easy on him tonight.
No, you're not, bro.
No, but because after I watch this, I see the whole fucking plan, dude.
Shit, bro.
I see the whole plan.
It's a bad plan.
It's a bad fucking plan. Well, no, you know what it is? It's a disregard for humanity. This is a person who has a fuckload of influence.
Yeah.
It doesn't give a fucking fuck. Tell me how that we're already having issues, right? Like when you take your kid to the doctor for their physical, they fill out a form. A lot of the questions is like, how much screen time does your kid have? Right. Dude, what? Kids have like I just saw some study. Kids have like 7 hours of screen time a day or whatever the fuck.
That's a lot.
So dude's right. Like from a business angle.
Oh, he's rocking it.
No, he is. And it's like, oh, it's not, we're not going. So in other words, that's a problem. The fact that, but we're not acknowledging the problem. We're just pushing right through it. Like, oh no, keep going in that direction. That's the way to go. We're not making any mistakes here. We're not dividing the world's most powerful nation split in half to violent frenzies. You know what I mean? We're not ruining humanity at all. No, we're just going to steer into it, and we're going to make it worse and worse and worse. Like, because I see the potential of this, like how bad it could actually get if not only are now you're separated, you're completely separated, and you're in this fucking completely virtual world. I get
you.
What the
fuck? It's a complete detachment from reality. We're no longer going to really be humans. we're gonna just give up everything to get away from our reality. It's pretty fucking nuts, man. It's kind of scary. And that's where we're going. I mean, that's exactly where we're going.
It's real scary.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? People are like, oh, he shouldn't run it. Well, guess what, guys? He's got the money. He's got the reality. Yeah. and you know, and that's why he doesn't have to give a shit about how he seems to anybody, because he's gonna do it. Go ahead, man.
I said, watch this guy run for president in like 20 years.
Oh, dude, the best part is he'll probably fucking win, because he's gonna have all the fucking dumbasses, the leftover boomers. There's gonna be 3 of them. He's gonna have them, and he's just gonna put on there that he's like a conservative and that, you know, he prays. And he wins. And he wins, dude. Dude, we all know that's exactly what's going to happen.
He's gonna run as a Democrat because he loves liberal policies. He says a lot of stories from conservatives.
I love how he's gonna run as a fucking Democrat. I love how you just said he's gonna be a Democrat, dude. We all know that guy would be a fucking Republican. 100%.
No, but that's the thing. I think he would run as a Democrat.
I don't think so.
He would.
Like, he should, to your point. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, he should be. But I still think like
he's like the Lizard King, man.
But that world is that's the left.
It sure is.
Even Benji knows it.
Sure is. Anyway. But that being said, I think you know, Zuckerberg aside, and the metaverse and all of his, you know, fucking aliens everywhere and you know, crazy shit, real life GTA going on out there. I think we did pretty good tonight, guys. I think we got a good show here.
Yeah, we
did. Yeah. Benji, get some sleep, man. Damn.
I know. Yeah, I do kind of. I'll have to just air it out on. I apologize. I was definitely, my energy level was subdued, a little worn out, to say the least. So, but I still think.
I know. Great product. Great. I think we had a great show.
Sometimes you got to push editing.
Through.
There will be. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to. Yeah, you just got to make it happen. Push through.
Big time, bro.
Yeah, push through those cheeks.
Just get through there, and you get to the gold
on an unwilling participant.
And that's
you don't have to do that.
That's your next episode of Oz. Remember Oz on HBO, that prison show?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't watch it a whole lot.
I saw 2 of them, and I just said, I can't do this shit. Like, I made and this is like when we were kind of younger. I actually made the decision, like, I don't want to see this. Like, dudes are like, no, I don't want none of this. So,
you know what, dude? Every prison movie can be summed up in like, all right, here it is: weightlifting, ass pounding, done,
end of it,
credits,
and a couple of tears, and
that's it. Right,
and the tears from both. So with that, I think we're gonna be signing off tonight. So if you're if you're into weightlifting and ass pounding, you know, check out a couple of your prison movies. I think it'll satisfy those needs and scratch that itch you've been looking for. But I hope you guys have a great week. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, all you fuckers out there. Enjoy your turkeys. Or, you know, if you're vegan, enjoy your bean sprouts.
No,
vegan, dude. Vegan.
Tofurkey. You're tofurkey.
Whatever it is. Enjoy that shit, because it's gonna taste like shit. And then you guys have a good one. You guys have a good one, and we'll see y'all next week past Turkey Day. Late.
All right. Later.